Good morning, sir. Would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and your DOC.
Tang Lei, 468450.
Mr. Lay, my name is Cheryl Renatza. This is Mr. Roche to my left, Mrs. Wise to my right. We are your parole panel this morning. Yes. Let me just ask you, I'm going to read some information into the record.
All right.
Mr. Lay, you're classified as a second felony offender. You're currently serving a 99-year sentence for attempted second-degree murder, armed robbery, and cruelty to a juvenile. Your parole eligibility date was March 6, 2022. Mr. Lay, is that information correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me acknowledge we do have a representative from the DA's office in Jefferson Parish who's asked to speak, and we'll ask him to do so at the appropriate time. Do you have any trouble understanding English?
I can understand pretty good. I learned pretty good English now.
Okay, good. If you do not understand, be sure to ask us to
let
us know, okay?
Yes,
your case has been assigned to Mr. Roche. Answer his question.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Lay.
How you doing, Mr. Roche?
Good. Mr. Lay, you're currently 49 years old, am I correct? You're 49 years old, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've been incarcerated for about 21 years, is that correct?
21 going 22, yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me why you're incarcerated. Why are you incarcerated? What did you do?
I was at that time I was working, but I was
what did you do? What did you do to get convicted?
Armed robbery. Committed the crime, armed robbery, attempted murders, and cruelty to juvenile. I'm sorry.
Okay, so let me tell you what you did. You committed a brutal crime. You strangled your victim until she was unconscious 3 different times. During the robbery of her apartment, you took her and a 9-year-old daughter in a shower under hot water. You threw a 9-year-old across the room simply because she would not tell you where her money was. Does that sound about right?
Yes, sir.
How cruel can you get?
I guess there can be no.
Tell me why.
I was out of my mind because I was in crack cocaine. That was the drug of my joy.
Okay, now we're on drugs.
Yes, sir.
Okay, explain to me 17 years later, 18 years later, 2020 to 2022, you have 11 Class B write-ups, 4 for contraband, 4 for aggravated disobedience, and 3 for defiance. Your last write-up was only 13 or 14 months ago. Why are you still a violent person today?
Because I am a changed person. It take me a lot of time, a lot of years for me to grow up to understand. But I'm come to the point in my life now. I understand that I waste my whole life. I come from a third world country. I come from Vietnam. I'm a war baby, and I never.
So, I need you just to answer my questions.
Yes, sir.
I don't need editorial. Okay, tell me what programs you've taken that you now in 2023, you're a change man. What program did you take?
The more I have been taking a lot of programs, but the more important one is the BMP program. The BMP program here at Camp C, this is a behavior management program. It's also a drug residential program.
Okay, now let me tell you, Mr. Lay.
Yes.
You have a conviction for resisting the officer while you were incarcerated. The original charge was aggravated second-degree battery. You have a conviction while you're incarcerated. I still see the violent person that when you robbed a lady and threw a baby across the room and put a 9-year-old in a shower under scalding hot water. The disciplinary conduct is unacceptable. You have opposition from law enforcement. You have opposition from the DA's office. And you have some more work to do. You have a federal detainer, the immigration department. So you have a lot of work to do. You need to get your mind right, get with the officials at Louisiana State Penitentiary, and get into some programs to solve your drug and your anger problem.
Can I?
Sir,
I'm sorry.
Madam Chairman.
Did you drop something?
No. I in my bag. I was going to show some.
Certificates, we have all that. We got it.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything you want to do?
I'm sorry.
No, everything is correct. You do have a detainee with immigration. But immigration has informed us that they will pick him up, but they will not hold him if they were to get him, that he will be released back to society. So
okay.
I wrote down some stuff that I think that he probably should be enrolled in. So I'm gonna take y'all recommendation and wait to see what y'all gonna say.
Thank you. Mr. Meyer.
Good morning, Randy Meyer, Assistant DA, Jefferson Parish. The facts of the crime are one thing that should be considered in these parole hearings. And as Mr. Roche went through the facts, he's pretty brutal facts. And I agree, he remains a dangerous individual. He has limited programming. He took anger management back in 2011, but since then, and just since 2020, he's had 5 aggravated disobedience write-ups. 2022, he had 2 aggravated disobedience write-ups, 41 total write-ups. He's had from 2019 to 2021, 5 write-ups for contraband. I think it's clearly not appropriate to release him to a detainer because they're gonna release him back to society where he can get back and continue with his brutal activities. I think it's, I guess that's sufficient. We're strongly opposed to his request. Thanks.
All right, thank you, sir. Mr. Lay, is there anything you want to tell us? What do you want to tell us?
Yes, I just want to bring up the fact that I just want an opportunity to live, to do right. I came over here when I was young, 13, 14 years old, and I wasted my whole life. I'm making the wrong choice, wrong decision. I couldn't have made a better choice, based on life, but it just, everything I made, I'm not blaming on nobody. This is all on me. I I never really have a good role model. You know, I grew up without the father or the mother. My mother is the American soldiers in the military. That's how they met my mom in Vietnam, and they got killed before I even come about. And you know, I made wrong choice all my life, the wrong choice. You know, I got brought all the way over here and given opportunity to the American dream, but I was in drug and in and out and doing that, and I never realized what I was doing until I waste my whole life. And I come to realize my whole life that I was a taker. You know, I never done anything for anyone. And this is like in the last 10 of my life, and I would just ask for mercy, for an opportunity where I can just, you know, change my life, and where I can, you know, there's a lot of young guy out there, and I feel like they need to hear my testimony and my story.
I agree, Mr. Lay, but you've got some more work to do. You haven't demonstrated to us that you're ready to do all the things that you say you want to do. You know, your prison conduct, your prison record is poor. So thank you, sir. I think we are prepared to vote. Mr. Shea will be voting first.
Mr. Lay, based on your general disciplinary conduct, we have 11 Class B write-ups between the years of 2020 and 2022, the extreme history of violence and express opposition from the entire legal community. My vote is to deny your request.
This is wise.
Mr. Lay, I'm glad to hear that you realize what you've done. You can start changing it whenever you get ready, and it'll show up in your disciplinary history. It'll show up there. So my vote is the same for the same reasons I already stated on the record.
All right, and I do agree, Mr. Lay, you've got more work to do, a lot more work to do. My vote today is to deny, based on the nature of the crime, the opposition that's been expressed. So today, sir, your parole's been denied.
Thank you for your consideration.